everyone, Janet here with Radiant Realty. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and stay a while. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified when new videos drop. Today in this video, we are talking about if you should do for sale by owner or have a realtor assist you with the sale of your home. So pull up a chair, grab your coffee, and let's jump right in. Okay, so I am a real estate agent. I'm a realtor here in Montana, Flathead County, northwestern Montana. So you're probably thinking, oh great, of course she's gonna say you need a realtor to list your home. But you know what, I haven't always been a realtor, and I did stay home with our girls when they were being raised, and you know, I did the for sale by owner route with 3 of our homes, and at that point, I had more time than money because I was staying home, and so that was the route that we went. So let's just kind of delve into it a little bit, the pros and cons of each, and then you can decide for yourself because it's not going to be the same for every person. So basically, if you think about it, the realtor for listing your home is basically kind of concierge service, or let's use travel because I love travel as well. I never used a travel agent just because I really enjoyed the process of planning, and I really liked planning some hidden out of the way things that I didn't even know if travel agents would know about. However, now that I'm working and busier, sometimes I would like to just hand some things off to some other people, let them handle that and do what I'm good at. The decision is kind of like that. If you have more time than money, probably you want to do for sale by owner. If you have some skills, some basic skills, which anybody can get nowadays, especially with the internet. If you're gonna go the for sale by owner route, you need to do your own photos. You need to do your own advertising. You need to do your own home video if you want that. That is not a requirement. It does help. You need to create your own flyers. You need to buy your little for sale by owner sign and have a little, I always, for ours, I still did the little box with the flyers so that people driving by could take a look and see what those were, what our house looked like, and if they were interested further. You need to host your own open house. So there's a lot that goes into it time-wise and energy-wise with things that may not be in your wheelhouse that you will be doing. If you have a realtor, of course you have to pay that fee, but it comes with a lot. So your realtor, your listing agent should be doing the professional photos for you. That should be included in that fee. Professional video, and they should be doing some advertising throughout their websites, the realtor network. I do it on my YouTube channel as well, social media, Facebook, Instagram. Every agent's gonna have a little bit different items to offer with that, so that's definitely something that you're going to want to ask what's included in this fee. The realtor is also going to come through and help assess what should you be selling your house for. For sale by owner, you get to do that on your own. And you know, I usually had a pretty good handle on the market that our home was in because I love real estate and I was always watching. So maybe you do too, but if you don't, then that's something that you might want to just leave up to a realtor as well. Your realtor is also going to be able to come through your home, kind of make some suggestions of small tweaks or things that you can do before listing the home for sale that can make a big impact. Of course, there's decluttering. You will get to do that on your own either way. As realtors don't come in and declutter for you. Sadly, that would be nice. And that's all just to get your property listed. As far as hosting open houses on your own, it can certainly be done. I did that with our last home here. And you just really want to make sure that anything of value is taken out and put away, safes locked up, removed. Anything that could be dangerous, guns, bear spray here in Montana, knives, you know, swords, whatever that you have, you'll definitely want to lock those up as well. If you do have open houses as for sale by owner and you have some sort of nanny cam or Ring doorbell or surveillance, you do need to put a notification up there to let people know that there is video surveillance on the property. Very important to do that. All right, so that's kind of the upfront pros and cons for getting it listed. You can do it on your own. It's a whole lot easier to just hand that off to the listing agent if you have more money than time. The next step to consider would be all of the offers, reviewing all of the offers that come in and the contracts. If you have an agent, they're going to review them. In this market, which is a seller's market, they're going, oftentimes people are getting multiple offers on their home. So most agents are going to do a spreadsheet, kind of break that down for you so that you can quickly see, oh, I like this, no, okay, these three are pretty close, and then they're gonna help walk you through that a little bit more. If you are listing your home on your own, that's all up to you. You get to sort through all of that and figure it out. The other thing is with closing. So if you're for sale by owner, oftentimes to sell our homes, I did offer the buyer's agent a commission. The commission that I offered them was 3% because that's what I had read online was standard. So listing for sale by owner, I saved what I assumed was another 3% for the listing agent. So basically I cut our fee in half by doing that. And I highly recommend doing it that way if you are doing for sale by owner. I don't recommend just not offering any commission to anybody because that's a quick way to just be sitting on your house for a long time. There might be a few buyers nowadays who don't use an agent and just would go directly with it for sale by owner. But typically with my clients, if they send me a for sale by owner home, I will contact that owner and I'll ask if they work with real estate agents and offer that commission. If they say yes, I say great, let's set up a time. My buyers would love to tour this home. If they say no, I say okay, thank you. I will let the buyers know, and then I tell my clients they don't work with real estate agents, but you are more than welcome to call them and handle that on your own. So that's kind of how that goes. Most of the time they say, oh no, we don't want to do that then, because they are working with me so that I can help them throughout the entire process. That's why even before I was a real estate agent, when I did the for sale by owner, I offered that because I wanted a buyer's agent. And not only that, I really wanted, if you don't have a buyer's agent on the other side, then you need to pay a lawyer or a title company or both really to handle that paperwork and go through that. With a buyer's agent on the other side, basically they were kind of doing both of our work because they would bring the offer. Now I had to review it on your own. You're reviewing that offer for things. And there was a time in our home in Ohio where they asked for a certain amount for closing fees. And I asked how much they anticipated that to be. And they said probably this much. Well, then closing came and it was double that. I don't know if it was closing fees or something else. I feel like it was something else. I don't remember what. So really as the seller, and if I had a selling agent, they would have said, no, you need to put in the contract up to this amount and then sign. But I didn't know then, so I didn't do that. So honestly, a seller agent probably would have saved me a good chunk of what I actually saved by not having one in that situation. That's how we live and learn. But anyway, all the others, that's the only issue I can think of that I ran into with that. So I'd say that was pretty good for 3 homes. Okay, so that's another great thing about just having a listing agent work for you, because they're reviewing the offers when they come in. Once you accept an offer, decide on an offer to accept, they're kind of going back and forth with those negotiations, the counter offers, all of that, preparing that, explaining things to you, and then you're just kind of signing the paper, which doesn't take very long nowadays with the electronic signatures. It's so convenient. The other thing is then with timelines. So once you're under contract, there are deadlines that need to be met, mostly on the buyer's side. So inspection deadlines, appraisal deadlines, financing deadlines, title commitment deadlines. So your agent on either side is going to be keeping track of those deadlines, making sure that you hit them. And then also the agent is going to be working with the buyer's agent and just making sure that everything's going as it should, moving along as it should, with their lender, with their financing, with the closing disclosure, which needs to be signed 3 days before closing. Those closing documents are. And they just kind of bring it all together between the buyers and the buyer's agent, the lenders, and the title company. All right, you guys, so to sum it up, should you list for sale by owner or should you hire a listing agent, a realtor? You know what? That is entirely dependent upon your own circumstances. But here is the long and short of it. If you have more time than money, for sale by owner might work for you, as long as you have the capabilities and the know-how to review the contracts, to work up the flyers, to take the photos, and to host the open houses and that sort of thing. Then you should be able to do that, and also offer that % commission, whatever it is local to you, to that buyer's agent, so they are motivated to bring those sellers through, and maybe even 0.5% more if it varies, just because they're kind of doing the work of both. If you have more money than time, hire an agent. It is so worth it. It's going to just alleviate a lot of headaches on your end. They're in charge of all of it. I mean, you still have to do the packing and the cleaning and that sort of thing unless you're hiring that done, but it is definitely worth it if you have more money than time. The other thing, if you list for sale by owner, you need to go out and buy the signs for the open house. You definitely need directional signs depending on how many you need. How many turns are there to your house? Definitely need all of those. You'll be placing the signs, you'll be pulling the signs, and kind of doing everything that an agent would do. You are the agent at that point. Okay, and then just one other item that came up today at our realtor meeting. It was actually by a representative of the title company. She said that there was an issue that arose this week between a for sale by owner who had an offer. They had earnest money sent to them, wired to them directly, which, by the way, you should probably always just let the title company handle that and hold that. And then they got another offer, which was higher. So then they wanted to take the higher offer, but the first buyer was like, well, no, we already sent you earnest money. So now they're kind of in a little bit of a battle. And so just make sure, whether you are on the seller side or the buyer side, whether for sale by owner, that you have everything documented really well, that you have those contracts signed and everything spelled out in those. And if you are giving a commission to a buyer's agent, they should have that. So technically in this situation, once a contract is accepted, that is accepted, even if you get a higher offer later. Now, the seller does have some options there because usually there's an inspection involved. If the buyer requested things, they could refuse to, repair those, and then the buyer could walk and then they could resell to that other purchaser. However, by that point, maybe that buyer has found something else. So it's a little bit of a risky game to play. All right, that is it for this week. I hope that was helpful. If you are wanting to sell a home here in Montana, definitely reach out to me. I have my contact information in the description below, and I would be honored to help you out. If you are wanting to sell your home by owner and you have any other questions that I didn't answer, you can reach out to me as well. Feel free to leave questions in the comment box below and I will get back with you on those. Have an amazing week. Hit that notification bell and I'll see you next time.